Alright, one more time in South Park. Time to leave our woes behind and hope that we can get a win in this series. As we take a look, I have moved the lineups around a little bit. Our only tense player right now is Miss B. And I'm going to leave her in. We kind of moved the batting order around. No Way has just been raking lately. So we have No Way Headlights behind Hazelnut Math Books. Berry Blend, Pop Rocks, Windswept Hair, Pretend Friend, and on the mound today, Peace Time. Hoping that she can do well for us with the neutral mojo. Another evening game to finish up the series. And here we go. Hope that we can get out of here 3-1. We're ahead 2-1, so worst case we split it. Best case, we walk out of Colorado tonight with another win. So let's see how she goes, shall we? Just going to kind of chat and ramble today as we did in our Canadian watch party. If you haven't seen that one, good ball game. Mostly because we won, but for other reasons too. There were the lineups. Empty box score here. How about we play some baseball? So, No Way leading it off. Underway here in the finale. Atmosphere getting the start for South Park. No Way leading off with a hit. She's not going to go 2, and that's fine by me. Alright. Well, there's a reason I put her in the leadoff spot tonight. There's Headlights. Taking a ball to start the at-bat. Hope you are well and enjoying the series. What do you think so far? You like it? Oh, not quite enough for the tag. But you have any favorite players? Any least favorite players? Do you want to be a player? I'm happy to throw you in on the victory. If you have a good pun that you want as your name, I'm happy to do it. And that's going to sneak on through. Everyone's moving up 90. Station to station baseball. You love to see it. And here's Hazel. Trouble with the bat. You bet. Trouble indeed. Hazelnut. Gone! 3-run shot for Hazel. We are up to an early lead. That thing got out of here in a hurry. There's the details. Hope you didn't miss them if you did. They're there if you're interested. All of a sudden you look up at that scoreboard on the road, up 3-zip. You love to see it. Atmosphere trying to get back to it. Ooh, getting foul is that one. I think these are the teams, the South Park homes are probably the uniforms I would maybe redo if I had a shot at it, but they're not bad. And a strikeout there for Atlas. Ooh, he's scary looking, dude. Alright, here's Barry. Everybody back in position defensively tonight. Kind of fix that. I just wanted to give the mojo rests, you know, for the our tenth players or people that were having a hard time. You know, we're halfway through. It's a long season. And, you know, back to form here, and I think we have a series against Korea coming up next, if I remember our schedule correctly. That's got plenty of air under it, playable. We'll be caught out there. 3 runs for us in the top of the first. We move to the bottom half here in South Park. Alright. A Peace Time on the mound for us today. Looks like she's going to have an easy first out, and she will. And talk about a pitcher that has developed this year in Peace Time, this franchise. I say as she gives up a hit, but overall, you know, fairly incredible. I remember being scared to put her on the mound during the streaming days of this series, and now She's put herself in a situation through a lot of development that she's doing well, and you love to see it. That could be an out, and it will be. All right, 2 down for whoever this is. Shiny Rock's brother, of course, to Pop Rocks. And little upset is Shiny there. As we move top 2, look at that stadium though, man. I think this is my favorite looking stadium in the game thus far. We do not have every stadium in this series, being that we do not have enough teams in the league. I made a smaller league, partially for my own creator sanity, but I also wanted to do different things if we decide to get rid of a team down the road, or do another series, that there will be some places that haven't made an appearance yet. Thinking particularly of the Bengata Bowl, and where else do we not have a stadium? Swagger Center, I don't think, has a team. The Apple Field does not have a team. And there might be one more that I'm missing. A lock? Alright. Here's Pretend. I'd like to see her over Peel's Bananas, I think, in terms of like taking the helm as a primary catcher. I'm going to go ahead and grab, where did I put it? I had a cream soda going tonight. Here it is. As we are already moving to the bottom of inning number 2. I have, I like old sodas. There's a bottle cap there. I like old-fashioned soda in a glass bottle. And especially during a game of baseball, there's something about a good cream soda. You can't beat it. What's your favorite baseball snack? Do you have a favorite thing that you gotta get if you go to a ball game, or something that makes you think of baseball? I'm a traditionalist in that I like a hot dog. I'm originally from Wisconsin, so I love a good brat. No sauerkraut, no condiments. I'm not a condiment guy. Get that out of here. As Peacetime picks up the strike. Oh, I almost feel bad. I'm sorry. You look pretty dejected there, friend. But yeah, so a hot dog, a brat. Occasionally I'll go for like a burger, but I can get those outside of a ball game and not be any of the lost there for that. But definitely hot dog, brat, and then a pretzel. Love a good soft pretzel. Again, no fan. Don't give me any cheese. It's messy, okay? I wear my nice, $120 twin sweatshirt to a game. I'm not getting cheese on it, so don't give me any of that. Give me a little bit of salt and a good pretzel and a beer. And what else? Well, in Minnesota, and I didn't realize, apparently this is a Minnesota thing. Let me know if you can confirm or deny. But mini donuts are a thing here at a lot of things. The ball team that I worked for the last couple of years has them. The St. Paul Saints, which I've been to a few games now, they've got them. They're very good. I would not seek them out outside of a ball game, I think, but I like them. So, yeah, mini donuts, not a bad go for a snack. And then your peanuts and Cracker Jacks, of course, every once in a while. I haven't had those for a long time. But you can't go wrong there. And if you're not a baseball fan, which, if you're not a baseball fan and you've watched this far into this series or are joining me now, thanks for hanging out, first off. But what's your go-to snack if you are not a baseball fan? Is there another, like football? To me, I've been to like 2 football games in my entire life. But I think about wings. That's like a football thing, I think. Pizza. And then maybe it's because I'm a Midwesterner, but beer. Oh man, these bats, man. And this league must go through an absurd amount of bats. What else on the ballpark experience front? I think that's something that I am a stickler for in like MLB The Show. Doesn't do as well with certain things. So like, for instance, every game in MLB The Show is like sold out, which I guess they are here too. But it's like cartoony. You don't see much of the crowd, and they don't play as much of a role, and so it's more of a, this our baseball game. They're our crowd. Whereas MLB The Show, like, you play a whole 162 game season. You know, you want that immersion. And I know the old games used to do what they called dynamic attendance. So if the team was doing well, you know, more people would show up. If they weren't, you know, people would leave early, or there wouldn't be as many people in the first place. But I don't know, I wouldn't mind even seeing that in Super Mega Baseball, even if there was, let's say, 10 different settings of, you know, population, and it kind of did that based on how you were doing, or how you were expected to do. I think that would be interesting. But, yeah, so, but the ballpark experience does change a lot based on who's where and what's going on. Hit and run is on. Probably not going to do much for that, though. Yeah. And moving along. We're going to the fourth here, still up by 3. What's your favorite part of a sporting experience? As a baseball fan, to me, it is these experiences that you have. Somebody get to that one, please. Jeez, what a mess for the South Park defense there. What was I going to say? I think for me with baseball is, I don't know how to explain this. So when you get to the ballpark, there's all those pre-game festivities and things. So you have, you know, players warming up on the field. You'll have batting practice. There's always music on. You can go, you know, get your beer and a pretzel and kind of sit down. And that's one of my favorite parts of going to a game, because nothing's happening yet, but everybody knows it's about to. And there's just this excitement, you know, kids are excited, and families are spending time together before the event itself, and there's just this camaraderie of, we are all here taking a leisurely pace to what this is. And I like those moments. I went, you know, opening day for the Twins last year, and I got to take my picture on a really dorky-looking baseball card. We went and, you know, grabbed drinks and things like that, and it was just a good time, and it was fun. It was so cold, but you bundle up and you deal with it, you know. Not my favorite. I think if I were to go next year, I'd bundle up a little further and bring some, you know, hand or foot warmers, that kind of thing. But I know that now. Outdoor baseball, that's new to me as of becoming a Twins fan, you know. But my thing is, and what I've realized, this is the nature of these episodes is rambling, but what I've realized is that I am a Twins fan. To a middle of the road, very casual. I enjoy the Twins. When I can go to games, I will, and I'll watch as much as I can, within reason, without letting the rest of my other, you know, life things get in the way or whatever. But I'm also that same level of fan about the St. Paul Saints, about the ball team that I used to work for. I think there's this level of, I just love baseball, and in whatever form I can take it in and enjoy it and be a part of it, I want to do that. And South Park finally getting out of that inning, only having given up 1, which is kind of impressive for the disaster that was just playing out there. But I don't know, baseball is more than a sport to me. It's one of my favorite things. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't take enough time to be present in most of the things that I do. I think for me it's a way of, hey, you are at this ballpark in this moment, and there's these people that are going to play a game, and you can get as invested and as excited and as into it as you want to get. And that was where my experience with the local ball team started, was I was just going to games and getting super hyped, and there wasn't a lot of super hyped people. I didn't care. You know, it's college players that are there to practice, essentially. But it's baseball. And the level of energy that I have for baseball is the same no matter what kind of baseball I'm watching. I could go to a T-ball game and I'd be getting hyped. Because the game of baseball is something that isn't like other sports in a lot of ways. And I appreciate that. That's what I like about baseball. I know for a lot of people that's what they don't like about baseball, and that's fine. There's a heck of a pop-up right there. But, I don't know, if you like baseball, what got you into it? I'll tell you my story in a minute, but what got you into baseball? If you don't like baseball, what got you into your favorite sport? And if you don't have a favorite sport, what got you into your favorite hobby? For me, I was 9, and I got a boombox for my birthday from somebody, and I remember just like that whole next year, 2009 or so, that season, 2010, would have been the first season that I really listened to every game that I could. I remember before that enjoying baseball. I went to some games and I liked it. But when I had my own radio and I could sit and listen, I would listen to the, hour before the game, I'd listen to the pregame show, and then I'd listen to the 3.5-hour baseball game, and then I'd listen to the hour-and-a-half post-game show. So there would be my day listening to baseball stuff, and I didn't understand it all. I still don't understand it all, especially now. I'm going to be 25 in about a week and a half here, so I'm not that old, but baseball has changed. I was actually looking for rosters in MLB The Show that would let me go back to play the era of the Milwaukee Brewers that I was a fan of, and maybe learn more about baseball at that time to see what I can remember. New arm on the mound there. But I remember just spending so much time with it, and when you sit and listen to a ball game, there's so much downtime. So there'll be like, here's the pitch, and here we'll do it here. Here's the pitch, and that one's in there. And after that, you get this, this game is sped up, but you get this downtime. And that downtime can be used to tell stories. That downtime can be used to, remember things. That downtime can be used to describe the atmosphere of the ballpark and the weather and where the sun is and what the shadows look like and what that crazy fan out in left field has written on his sign, and that guy who just caught a foul ball in his beer. And there's all these opportunities for just what I'm doing right now, just talking and rambling and connecting with people. And that's the part outside of baseball that I like about baseball, is it just gives you a space to sit and chat and talk and connect with other people. So there you go, there's my ramble about baseball and why I'm a fan and that kind of stuff. About halfway home in this one. Jasmine T pitching well. She's got a 5-run lead to work with, which I am very happy about. I haven't honestly been paying as much attention as I would like, but there's another, it zooms in on her. That's pretty good. I don't know, it just, during winter I start to think more about baseball and why I like it, and what it means to me as a baseball fan. And then when we get to spring, I tend to, last year I went to opening day, and I was very excited about the Twins, and I remember being very, high energy when the start of the college ball season got underway, but it just, a lot of life happened and got in the way, and it's not that I let that get in the way of baseball. I think I just need to find a good balance, and I think that's something that that's kind of my goal for next year and next season as a baseball fan, is just find a good balance. Go to any and every game that I can go to within reason. Enjoy the sport for what it is, but I don't want it to stress me out, I think it's weird to let a team really dictate your mood, unless it's that high-stakes part of the season. Maybe there's a big series and you want to get into it and go up, out to the bar, watch the game and get, excited. I think there's no harm in that if you know that's what you're getting into. But just don't let it get away from you, Now back, the third baseman, number 11. All right, Barry. Leading us off here in the 6th already. I thought we were only in the 5th. I'm talking too much. A strikeout there for Atmosphere, I think. I'll have to look, because I think... No, this is a new arm for South Park. Red Rocket. Fallout guy. Drinking more cream soda here. Do sports have drinks? I don't know. I think of like beer and cream soda as like big baseball, because it's like cream soda is like old-fashioned-y, you know? Gives you that vibe of, you know, old soda, the 50s. I don't know. Never lived through that time, but I like the idea of soda fountains and all these silly flavors, and I don't know, it's just a very, it's like the neon equivalent for your taste buds. It's very, like, vibrant and bizarre and garish, and, none of that in a bad way. But, like, does football have a drink? Does soccer have a drink? Or football, you know? American football versus football. Lacrosse. There's the drink of lacrosse. I feel like it's just like protein shakes. You just drink eggs. I don't know. Displaying my complete ignorance for other sports. Hockey, I think you just... Do you have a... what do you drink for hockey? What makes you angry? Vodka? I don't know. A lot of fighting and beating people up and then pain, so maybe you need the alcohol to dull the pain of while you're fighting. What other sport? Okay, here's one. Laser tag. Does laser tag have an official drink? I feel like an energy drink would be a good sponsor for laser tag, because you could, like, you'd make, like, a kid-friendly energy drink that glows with the black lights, you know? Is that our kid-friendly energy? That seems like an oxymoron, to be honest. Food for thought as we move to inning number 7. And here's pretend friend. I don't even hear... Okay, so I don't know why I thought of her, you know, like imaginary friend, right? Pretend friend. She's not real. But I don't hear any of my kids now talk about having imaginary friends, which is interesting. I feel like I had imaginary friends. I don't know. I feel like that's also just being like, oh, I feel like I was a lonely kid, but whatever. Sometimes. I think we all are. I don't know, I just don't hear that happening with kids. I suppose with, like, the internets and, you know, kids play, like, Roblox, right, where there's, like, other people that are people running around and peopling all over the place. I don't know. Another strikeout there for, is this still, peacetime? Nope, it's not. Oh, that's not for us anyway. Why am I thinking that that's a thing? Who's pitching now? We got... Oh... Ah, yes, Gravity. The funny thing is, so, part of the reason I thought of dividing the word gravity up that way, this is really dumb. In Braille, they got rid of a bunch of them, actually, but there used to be these symbols, and there still are some of these, but they symbolize groups of letters that are used together commonly. So, for example, THE, like the word the, is its own symbol. So if I'm going to write the word thesis, I might write the THA, or blah, 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 blah. I might write the THE symbol and then SIS. So, like, the THE doesn't have to take up 3 characters, it only takes up 1. All that to say, ITY is one of those things, and so the way that you actually wrote the word gravity in Braille, when I was doing more with Braille in my kidhood days, was GRAV, and then this 2-symbol, it's called a contraction, and so this 2-symbol contraction that meant ITY. So that's where gravity's name, as the pitcher there, came from. And we might... not quite. It's just a double. Oh. Just making sure he's not going anywhere. Fair enough. There's all kinds of weird stuff like that. So, my favorite 2 of these symbols when I was little. There was one that was a symbol and then the letter N. That meant A-T-I-O-N. And there goes the shutout, and South Park's trying to make this a ball game. So A-T-I-O-N was one symbol, and then A-L-L-Y. So like usually, you would write like U-S-U and then the A-L-L-Y symbol. And when I was a senior in high school, they decided to move from the Braille that I knew like my entire life to a unified code across all English-speaking Braille countries. So, you know, Britain, Australia, and the United States. And they got rid of Asian and Alley. And that's what we called them, as Asian and Alley, because A-T-I-O-N, Asian, and Alley. And I remember that when I learned these symbols, like the teachers that taught me them, they were like little characters. There was Asian and there was Alley. And so I like personified them. And when, oh my goodness. Oh no, we might need to get a new arm on the mound here. Yep. And it's gonna be Ella. Alright, Ella. Do well by us, please. But one of the things that they announced when they were redoing this Braille code, I could rant about this whole thing for years. Because it was awful and like ruined my life right before I went to college. But they got rid of the A-T-I-O-N sign, and they got rid of the A-L-L-Y sign, and I was like, you murdered Asian and Alley, you killed them. My two oldest friends. So that wasn't fun. Oh man, they're coming back here, I don't like this. Come on, Alley. Or Ella, what? Now I'm calling her Alley. We have an Alley on the staff, it's Alley Katz. Alright. Ah, come on now. Let's go, Ella. I'm getting irrationally involved now. Yes! Alright. So, 3 runs in that bottom half of the 7th. We move to the 8th. See if we can get some of this back. See, now, okay, alright. Enough rambling. It's a ball game again. I gotta pay attention here. Oh. Gravity here. The beast of a man. Originally, the teams were supposed to be men's in the West Division and women in the East Division, but since the season has gone on and the CPU teams have decided to not follow that, I think for this first year especially, and I want to try to keep the victory as intended, and actually try to keep a good amount of our players, but we'll see after year 1 if this is something that you guys want to continue. We'll look at that. Yeah, I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but it is gone. Here's Barry. So here's the other thing that I want to know. The logos that are, so the ones that are next to the team names up here, after we, okay, so like this, the ones here are the V, that's the primary, and the postcard, which is for South Park, right? But if you now, after we get up here by the scoreboard, there's the mission patch there, as we get out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. And so that patch is the one that's, I think, on their hats and on their one of their uniforms. And then the Detroit one doesn't have one, to my knowledge. Unless I just can't see it, the contrast might not be very good. But I'm wondering what the idea is there. Oh, it says Detroit. So I think it's maybe the same ones that are used on the jerseys. Maybe? But I didn't think that was what was on the actual jersey for South Park. So I don't know what's up with that. Alright, top of the 9th. Can we get some insurance, please? And this is an Ella or a Laundry type of a closing situation, so let's hope that the bullpen is active out here in Colorado. That's another thing I really like about going to smaller baseball stadiums. So the Saints, my favorite seats are the cheapest seats in the ballpark for a few reasons. Number one, you are way out in left field, and you're on a grass hill, and like all the kids are hanging out there, and it's really like fun. Number two, not that it matters a lot to me, but the view of the skyline of the city actually is behind home plate, and so when you sit out in left field, you can see the city the best from there rather than being in the bleachers. And then third, and for me the best because I like pitching, you're right by the bullpens, and so you can go stand right up there and watch guys throw, and sometimes they'll toss a ball up to a kiddo or something like that. Last year, we went to a game, and this dude had lost his wedding ring over the wall, I think, or lost a ring or something, and he was trying to get a guy to like tape the ring on the ball and then throw the ball to him so he could get his ring. He's like, I'll give you the ball back, I just want my ring. So that was funny. And I think he did. I think he got his ring. One gone. I think. I gotta pay attention now. We gotta, no more chit chat here. One gone. Might be two. Might be two. Ah, so close. And Ella staying in this one to possibly finish her off. I like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I unsubscribed. No. Alright. Goodbye, Ella. Oh, that's not good. Yuck. Alright, a one-run ball game for Ella to work with here. I got too comfortable with that 5-run lead. I did. Come on, Ella. 2 strikes. Alright, come on, come on, come on. There it is. Ella. Out number 2. I can't see names, so we're just going off of you're one of them. 1 strike. Come on, Elevator. 2 strikes. Here's Ella. Popped up. Could be the ball game. Not going to be the ball game. 2 strikes. Here's Ella. Elevator looking to pretend. Ground ball is going to get through, and that's going to put the winning run on first base for the visitors. And here's this guy. I'm not going to go read the text right now. Here's Ella. Come on. I'm saying that a lot, but 1 strike. Not able to get the call. 1-1. Not quite. 2-1. Ella. Oh boy. This is not good. Winning runs are on for South Park, and we're going to have Laundry Facilities enter this ball game. Oof. Dangerous waters. 2 gone. Wild pitch is going to advance both runners. So that puts the tying run 90 feet away. That foul ball is going to hold everybody. Alright, come on. Laundry Facilities. 2-strike count. Pop up. Foul. Trying to end this ball game is Laundry Facilities. Not able to get the call. And there it is. Laundry Facilities comes in and shuts down the visitors. A 1-run finish. The tying run at third base. The winning run at second base. And Laundry Facilities closes the door to earn a save. As we get you a look at the numbers, what a ball game. I spent so much time talking about life, the universe, and everything, and then stuff almost went out of whack here. We'll get you a look at the old MVPs. Wow, what a ball game. So here's I cannot read that person's name. Rainus Horn. Alright, and peacetime. Look at this, 6.1 innings. 8 hits, 3 earned. 10 strikeouts, and tonight's MVP, Miss Hazelnut, 2 for 4 with a homer, a double, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. we walk out with a series win, 3-1 in this one. Not the final score, but the series total for us. And we'll go ahead and simulate the rest of the CPU games here. Get you a preview of the next episode, which I believe is Korea, which they are going to... Oh, that was intense. I think they lost there to Canada. And Tacoma and Hawaii. Or no, that was... Now it's Tacoma and Orlando. Orlando beating up Tacoma. They've gotten good. I don't know what they did. Canada getting another win over Korea there. Well, here's Albuquerque, here's Orlando, and the Travelers, getting attacked. 13-6. I mean, to their credit, they attempted to put up a fight. South Park, Tacoma, going to South Park there. Well, that really kind of shakes things up, doesn't it? Let's get a look at a few things here before we end this one. Player development, anything new for us? Got one for Pretend. That's not new, so I think we're okay there. Sign release, we're not going to worry about that yet. Unless you want to be in the game, let me know. So here's a look at our schedule. We are going to Korea. So big flight ahead between now and next episode. We got 4 games there. And we host Orlando for... Holy Hannah. So we have... It looks to be a 3-game set at home against Orlando. And then we're in Orlando for quite a while. We got Canada, Korea. So a lot of interdivisional play coming up here. A lot of Canada. Wow. To finish the season, can you believe it? We are probably about 10 or so episodes away from finishing it off. We'll get you a preview of this this first game in Korea. So we will be having Miss Yvonne Line on the mound. Kind of struggling. She's got high velo, but that's about it. And then on the mound for Korea in this one, The Sims, just the entire franchise. So we'll see how EA's development has gone. Haha. So all that and more to come. Long flight to Korea ahead for the victory, and we'll see you for that episode hopefully soon. I'm cranking these out on the weekends while I can before everything just gets busy or something prevents me from doing these. So hopefully you're enjoying them. If you have any ideas, feedback, or anything else, I'm happy to hear it. Until next time, from Korea, peace.